Welcome everyone to Bimini, Bahamas. More specifically, the beach club at Bimini provided by Virgin Voyages. But before we get to this incredible beach destination, which you have to go and enjoy this beach destination if you have the opportunity, we're going to backtrack just a little bit and we're going to show you the wake at Brunch. That's right, remember our very first night we got to have a fantastic dinner at the wake, and now we're going to go and have a lovely brunch before we end up spending some time at the beach. So join us, won't you? First, we had to take a quick look at the menu, and we did decide to order an adult beverage because, let's face it, when you're on an adult-only cruise and an adult-only brunch, you gotta get an adult beverage, am I right? They also had some interesting starters, mains, also Benedicts, which I thought was interesting, and desserts. You know we got a little bit of everything. My starter was the poached shrimp, which ended up being very similar to a shrimp cocktail. I really liked this, even though I know I'm in the minority and I don't like cocktail sauce. This was good. And then of course Scott saw clam chowder was on the starter menu. Had to order it again. It's just that good. And then we decided, rather than doing mimosas, we're going to get a drink called Screw This, because who doesn't want a screwdriver in the morning? Now, I decided to go ahead and go with the egg in a hole, which I had never had before, and it was pretty decent. I really liked everything, and it was pretty tasty, but I really liked the Wake Benedict. This is the signature dish, which is crispy pork belly, sauteed spinach, and bone marrow hollandaise. So I had a lot of this, Scott not so much, because he got a more traditional steak and eggs, and really liked the steak, wasn't as big of a fan of the eggs here. So just a heads up. Now, of course, we had to get dessert. Now, I got the crepe cake, which had a pistachio crumble, strawberry, and rhubarb compote, and so did Scott. We both actually really enjoyed this. It not being cheesecake did kind of mess with us, because when you look at it, you think cheesecake, but still very, very good, and would highly recommend this dish. Brunch was fantastic, and now it's time to wave goodbye to our Scarlet Lady as we take the tram over to the beach club at Bimini. Now, I will say that this only took us about 15 minutes. We did have a stop in between at Fisherman's Village, but I would definitely recommend taking the tram as opposed to walking, because it is a bit of a distance from where the ship ports. We've made it! Now let's go check out the Beach Club by Virgin Voyages here at Bimini. As a heads up, they do have a nice map here if you want to get yourself a little bit better oriented with what is available here. But we decided to just go to the north end of the beach and kind of look and see what was happening and make our way all the way down, checking out all of the amenities. And the biggest amenity, as you can see, look at that white sand beach and that beautiful blue water. Those parasols almost match it. Isn't that crazy? Now, don't worry guys if you aren't sand people, because they do have these wooden walkways all over the place. They also have some other areas where you can go and you can have fun at the bar, and then maybe even enjoy the pool a little bit, as you can see on the other side of those red parasols. You can also rent one of these fantastic cabanas. I mean, look at that. Isn't that the epitome of luxury while you're hanging out at the beach? I mean, I absolutely love this option. Probably more so than that, and I was kind of sad that we weren't staying later, is I was so intrigued by these fire pits that they had. I mean, look at how beautiful and the artwork that was put into these. Really wish we'd been able to see them lit.
First time in the Bahamas, in the water. Oh, feels good.
The Bahamian water was just as beautiful as I remembered it, although I do have to say it was a little bit choppier than what I had remembered it being back when I had been at Nassau and other places. It was very windy today, and you could definitely see that with the white cresting waves coming at us. But that didn't deter us from dipping our toes in the sand and having a fantastic time enjoying the beach here. I mean, how could you not? Look at that sand. Of course, we did end up finding a couple of beach chairs and we were able to lounge for a while and just really soak in being at the beach in the Bahamas. For those of you that know me personally, you know I didn't sit still for very long, just not in my nature, even though Scott would love for me to learn to sit still. So I found a vantage point where I was able to look at the beach club, and then also there's Our Lady ship off in the distance. Isn't she beautiful sitting over there? Of course, I did have to get a little bit closer view of these waves crashing into the rocks because that was just astounding to me. Of course, then we decided it was time to leave the sand as much as I love it, and time to explore more that the Bimini Beach Club has to offer. So we are now all the way down on the southern side, or the left side as you're coming in off of the tram. And we just wanted to get an idea of what was available besides the beach because we walked the whole way down, which was so romantic. Now, the southernmost part of the beach is actually part of the Rockstar amenities. Now, they were very nice and allowed me to go ahead and record some things for you because 360 is actually for Rockstar Suite guests only. And this is a really beautiful, amazing amenity that they have for anybody that happens to be in one of the Rockstar suites aboard the ship. So I highly recommend, if it's within the budget, go ahead and splurge a little because not only are they going to take care of you on the ship, they're going to take care of you off the ship here at Bimini as well. 360 also has the added benefit of service if you would like to be able to have a sit-down meal while you were at the beach club at Bimini. Here are some of the main sides and desserts that they offered. I also just really liked the feel and the vibe in here. Definitely kind of put me in the mind of, for lack of a better term, being at Caribbean Beach or something like that at Disney. Very nice feel, really felt at home, quiet and clean, and just a great place to be able to enjoy some beach time without maybe so much beach. After a glimpse at the amazing Rockstar amenities, we decided to check out Beach Eats South. Now there is one on the south and there is one at the north side of the beach. And let me tell you, they were actually grilling some really good food here, and then they had some other options as well. So don't be worried about whether or not you're going to get something to eat while you are at the beach club at Bimini. They've got you covered. So this small little section is part of the Grove, and there are cabanas available, but more importantly, there's hammocks, and you know how much I love hammocks, and I was so excited to see some here. Now, what I found was really interesting was at the pool, which there are two, they have those wonderful chairs where you can sit in the water and still be a part of things but not have to actually hold yourself up or anything, being in the deep part playing volleyball or doing whatever it is that you choose to do. And like I said, there are two pools available, so make sure you check that out. And again, don't worry, Virgin's got you covered. Look at all of these drinks that are available. And let me tell you, I regret not getting the coconut, not gonna lie. Probably the most important find of the day was finding this accessible wheelchair for you to be able to spend time at the beach. If you do have accessibility needs, let me know, we can help. We made it back to the ship. We decided to again take the tram. We're not doing all that walking. And I just couldn't get over how tumultuous the sea was. I mean, look at that. It is absolutely crazy to me just how big the waves are here at Bimini. Something that I'm not used to seeing when I'm at the Bahamas because, yes, I mean, there's waves, but they don't do that. Like, that's crazy. Oh my gosh, look at that. Isn't that crazy to you guys? Or am I just like completely drawing a blank because it's been a couple of years since I've cruised because of COVID? Like, you tell me. Okay, enough funny business. Let's go inside because I'm hungry. Let's check out the DockHouse. Ultimate comfort. Guys, do yourself a favor. Do not wait on the DockHouse like we did. Make sure that you get here and you eat this as soon as you possibly can, because this grilled shrimp and hanger steak, we could have eaten this for every single meal of our trip and not been bored. It is that good. We decided to go up to the top deck and get one last look at the beautiful beach club at Bimini off in the distance. And of course, Bimini, Bahamas. Isn't that an absolutely beautiful island? And look at that water. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to go back to that water. It's so beautiful. Now, this also gives you a better idea of just how far away the beach club is to the dock. And as you can see, the dock is very easily accessible. It is tendered right to the dock, so you don't have to go on a little boat in order to be able to get on shore. And then it's really just a short walk over to be able to get onto a bus that'll take you right on into the island. Well, everybody, I think that it is time for us to go ahead and leave Bimini Island and start heading back to Miami, which means that we're going to go ahead and end our video here. We may have some other things that you've seen since we did our outro, but we wanted to make sure we had the island behind us for the outro.
Sorry, there's a lot going on down there.
Yes, we are officially shoving off,
Yeah.
which I'm sure the captain is thrilled with.
Yeah, it's been a beautiful day here. It started out really windy today. Yeah, I'm sure the captain's probably relieved to be leaving here because the ship has been beating off of the dock.
Yes.
And you could feel it in the ship because it's like you just feel like the vibration all the way up through. But other than that, I mean, once the wind calmed down a little bit more, it became a beautiful day. And going over to Bimini Beach and hanging out at the beach club was awesome.
Yes.
The beautiful white sands, the beautiful pools, the beautiful cabanas.
Yes.
Just, everything.
Quintessential Bahamian beach with the white sands and the
Yes.
turquoise blue waters, which you can see behind us.
Yes.
So, cannot recommend it enough. Definitely a really great way to end this cruise. It will not be our last with Virgin Voyages, I can
No,
tell you that.
It won't. And it won't be the last time we've been to Bimini either because
No.
this place is gorgeous
Has
here.
some hidden charm, believe it or not.
Big time, big time. So anyway,
But with all that being said, definitely make sure that you are following us on all of our socials so that you get to see what we are doing in real time. Also, subscribe to our channel and hit that bell notification button so that you know when we upload new videos.
yeah. And as always, guys, are you ready for your next plum crazy adventure?
Because we're ready to get you here.
Yes, definitely. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.